I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep 'em out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim. Yeah. I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the
Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in after your file. I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I'm in after your file right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I go to the window, so I'm going to Cali. I said I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I said, man, the rapper on the city, that nigga, he rigging. We pull out with them guns. You know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having. Let me since that I was real. Now I can't look like an ape and I will never squeal. Would never ever run my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Court, I'm living life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I rise to the chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up on the steel. I'ma pull up on the drink, go and get your ass killed. Man, stop capping, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitches. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killin', I wanna grind, got money on my mind, no money on my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping the job and I'm trying to eat. All around the world I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. Hey, they trying to play on me, I swear I'm doing my shit. One more time, I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, yeah, I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, they wanna clown me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami, I'm out there doing this video shooting, going to Cali. I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm in the 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, and the front car. That's don't look at me. I'm the youngest in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Diamonds on my hoodie. I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this song. No, that's right. Ain't no game. Yeah. In Miami right now. And the 305. Yeah.
I'm from the streets, bitch. It's a round heel. Thomas puts it up, gets the roll. 9 seconds to go. Butler bounces. Curry. Oh, ridiculous! Cheat code! Steph Curry is not human.
Oh, baby. That was absolutely unbelievable, but when it's Steph Curry, you know there's always a chance. My goodness, the turn, the spin, he was cloaked in defenders and contested. It does not matter. What a shot and what a half here for Brooklyn.
Send it over to Megan.
That was the goal when you were down 22. Steph from midcourt. Oh, come on! Did he ghost him on that too? Oh my goodness! With Steph, Butler, Moody, and Draymond Green. You got to keep going. Brooklyn still has the lead. Draymond set the screen. Draymond puts it in, and he draws the foul. Cam Thomas can make something out of nothing. Steph Curry kind of stumbled getting in the lane, made the layup, and drew the foul. Warriors have never led in the game. They got down 22, and Curry has just tied things up. Jordy Fernandez using length and strength on Steph. Post to relocate Curry in the corner, and he's got a 3. 7 to shoot. Steph to inbound. Draymond. They left Steph in the corner. That's a mistake. Curry for 3. And he gives him the night. He slept him. And he wasn't sure about it. In the Knicks game, he was a little indecisive. No indecision that time. Put them to sleep.
12 of 19 from the field, 7 of 12 on threes, 38 in the game.
Watch him just leave him. And you always got to focus on the inbounder, especially if this inbounder is the greatest shooter that's ever lived. They double team Draymond. Draymond's like, great news. I'll just throw it to this guy. Let him sleep.
And Draymond's got 10 assists. Well, it's a long flight home from New York. The Warriors are going to feel awfully good about it. They're going to go 4-1 on a 5-game road trip for the second time this year. And they're sitting at the 6th spot. Going to try to move to 35 and 28. And they're tracking Houston and Memphis. They keep on moving.
And Draymond gave him the night too. You know what time it is. The closer. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. What a road trip it's been.
Late night crew. Fuck going on, man? What the fuck is going on, man? Happy Monday to you motherfuckers. Hey, Druski. Hey, big nigga, we gotta talk. Yeah, big nigga. Yeah, big nigga, we gotta talk. Let me grab something. Then I'm gonna tell y'all, say what's up to you. What's up to your boy? Fuck going on, cuz? Shout out to my Dubs. We seem to not be losing. Jimmy Butler wouldn't have nothing to do with that, would he? Steph Curry getting ready to hit 4,000 3-pointers, bro. 4,000. 4,000. Chadrick, Bob, Janice, Lefty, Andrea, Miss George, Scott, Johnson, French, Dip. The fuck going on, man? Lennox. God is indeed great, A-Dub. I can't even front. My mother-in-law is steadily improving. Anita, Jackie, Mr. Big. Got a lot of shit to say tonight. There's so much shit that I gotta talk about. Like, I wish it was just this, you know what I mean? I got other shit on the table. The shit we do gotta talk about tonight, you're not even gonna believe it all the way. Wendy Williams is still going through it. There's a new beef going on. We gotta talk about Druski, bro. Druski, before I even read, because you know we got all the paperwork. Unravel coverage with the Unravel research, because I got a motherfucking Unravel squad. Shout out to the B squad, bro. Obviously, we're gonna go over the full paperwork. I don't know what it say at all. That's why I want to talk about Druski before I even read this shit. Cause Druski, I wasn't even gonna go there with you until I saw what you said when you said, nigga, I wasn't even a public figure in 2018. Yes, you were. You were on Instagram, nigga, doing skits and shit. Nigga, you was a public figure then. Oh, the world didn't know who you were, but I got a lot of questions, nigga. Where the fuck you come from, though? See, I asked my wife about you years ago. When you did that commercial for the Google Pixel with Giannis Antetokounmpo, I had no idea who the fuck you were, nigga. I was like, who the fuck is this nigga? I asked my wife, because trust, with me always have been in media and shit like that, like, I guess you could say I'm into celebrity news, but not the type of celebrity news that y'all into. Like, when new faces and shit pop up, I'm like, who are you? Where you come from? And not just like a one-off type of deal, where it's just like, how the fuck are you on TV all the time, all of a sudden? Carefree Lana, Sophia. I said, how the fuck is this nigga? I had to look this nigga. I was like, who is this nigga? Looked up, nigga name was Druski. I went to his YouTube page. Nigga had almost 2 million. When I saw, he was like 1.6, 1.7. This was some years ago. Druski, remember the girl that they found out was they called her industry plant? Druski came around the same time as her. Remember the one bitch that had the quirky interview style and was in bed interviewing Drake? Missed her daughter's first birthday to interview Drake to prove how much of a clout demon she is. Her husband left her and everything. That's how much of a clout demon she was. And she stated on the record, she didn't have money when she grew up. But Bobby Adolph. Thank you, Lefty. You know who it is. Druski, bro, all of them niggas came up. Bobby was the only one that got caught. She was the only one that got caught. She was the only one where everybody still was like, bitch, how? They don't ask this shit of anybody else. They asked it for her, though. How did you get this interview with Drake? This. And what's her name? Kiki Palmer. She didn't help the situation. Kiki Palmer, hating ass, was like, nigga, we got the same manager. I ain't never heard of you. And all of a sudden, you bigger than me. Like, damn, you hating ass bitch. Rhonda, number 5. So Druski and them came up on that same shit. Druski came out of nowhere and had vouchers from everybody. He done had a Birdman vouch, Diddy vouch, NBA vouch. He's a regular on Kai Cenat shit. This nigga got like, what is he got, like 8 million on Instagram, some type of fake number. Blues guy, what's happening? He in 2K, he been in All-Star games, he been in Google Pixel commercials. Like, nigga, you're not that funny. Your Instagram page, you've never heard this happen to anybody. Their Instagram page get hopping to this point. No. He's already had multiple TV shows that nobody's ever seen. He was literally propped up by Diddy, which we'll get into. And remember what I told you, it felt like people that should be standing up for Diddy are getting picked on now. And here we go. But first, it's Monday. Can we get some Monday music? Can I get some motherfucking Monday music? Of course I can. It's my motherfucking show. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. But we got to talk about one short story before we get to the paperwork. This story, I truly cannot believe that I even have to talk about it. But you know me. I'm going to talk about it.
1, 2. Yeah.
What up, Kendra?
Riding through the hood with this little fly something. Always wanna buy something. Player haters gotta hide from them. Can't go nowhere with my lady. Brothers acting shady. Baby, pass me my 380. We chillin' in the precious white sand. Baby, here's the plan. Charter plane to Amsterdam. And we can spend a whole bunch of francs. Smoke a little dank, listening to Total Saint. What?
What about you? What about me? What about us? Yeah, what we gon' do? What we gon' do? So don't help me sing. So don't help me sing. What about me? What about you? What about us? What we gon' do? What we gon' do? What we gon' do? Can you help me sing? Yeah. What we gon' do? What we gon' do?
Druski, man. Oh, whiskey. Did me a favor by tapping in. Yeah, I'm saying for real. Erica Menace. Hottest breath under the sun, man. Hotter than the Phoenix Suns, man.
Zeus network, I don't need them. You got me fucked up if you think I just break in the bag right now. Song when I see her, like Erica breath, I'll lay a stinking. Zeus network, I don't need them. You got me fucked up if you think I just break in the bag right now. Song when I see her, like Erica breath, I'll lay a stinking. Like Erica breath, it could go left. Realize saying it got halitosis. No, bitch, I was trolling. If I knew you was a man, your lips would have been swollen. Oh shit, your eye is Steve Harvey suit, but I am the flyest. Should have been a pilot. I get the highest ratings. Ain't no debating. You niggas always hating. Hey, ain't no debating. My numbers elevate. Hey, you not qualified. Got the whole world saying, hey, you just did me a favor. Got the whole world saying, hey, you just did me a favor. Got the whole world saying, hey, Zeus network. I don't need them. You got me fucked up if you think I just break in the bag right now. Song when I see her, like Erica breath, I'll lay a stinking. Zeus network. I don't need them. You got me fucked up if you think I just break in the bag right now. Song when I see her, like Erica breath, I'll lay a stinking.
The motherfucking plumber, nigga.
Hottest breath under the sun, man. Hotter than the Phoenix Suns, man.
I wish he'd have told her to square up, Joy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm sorry. All I want to do is see this nigga square up. But this nigga got beef. He got beef. This nigga dropped the track. Whack 100 hating ass is mad. What?
Tactical nuke incoming!
Ain't nobody, nah, bro. I see what you trying to do, bro.
Fuck them niggas, blood. I'ma get on donut for not killing your ass, blood. Mentioning that. You keep whooping, blood, we gonna activate.
Wait, did you just say you was gonna get this nigga killed? How come Wack gets to say shit like this and the feds don't ever come? Oh. You the feds. I be forgetting, my bad.
What do, bro?
Fuck them niggas, blood. I'ma get on donut for not killing your ass, blood. Mentioning that. You keep whooping, blood, we gonna activate, blood, homie. Don't nobody give a fuck about that roof. Blood, you cost $1,500, my nigga. Nigga, turn your TV off, blood. You telling me threatening my homeboy, blood, like we give a fuck about
Nigga, ain't nobody whack. Ain't nobody nigga, I came to you.
Say that. Blood on power rule, all niggas gotta do is say that. And we ain't got it. Mama's kids, we don't give a fuck who it is, blood.
Wait, y'all getting ready to kill his mama and the babies? So y'all gonna Lil G's Ronnie this nigga. This is where we at? All right.
Ain't no out of town nigga get at us talking about some violence, nigga. You should have knocked blood out when he spit on you and died about it, homie. And any nigga gonna tell you that's real. Fuck about no nigga having no gun. Spit on you.
Bruh, the first conversation when we had with Luce, bro, you said the nigga was out of pocket. You said niggas not whooping. I'm just trying to get a fade.
My nigga. This is why I be rooting for Aaron the Plumber. He consistent. I'm okay with him socking that dude chick now. The dude chick or whatever the fuck that wanted to throw him. I'm okay with him socking her now. You know why? He hands fades out there. This nigga on the phone with Wack, talking calmly. Nigga, I just wanted a fade. Hey, bro, I just wanted to fade. I just wanted to fade.
Just trying to get a fade. Now niggas talking about killing me.
You want to fade, blood? Where you at? Cause you doing a lot of whistling like you running something, homie.
Nigga, I didn't say, nigga, I'm coming to you, nigga. Nigga came to you.
We gonna give you your fade. Where you at?
Nah, nigga ain't finna meet you now. Nigga, you talking about kill.
We gonna give you your fade cause you whooping it. You gonna humble yourself or we gonna get to what you talking about. I told Luce said, what's up with dude, bro? You been trying to be cool with the
Loose cannon, you a whole bitch, nigga. You got whack out here like this, nigga. Man, y'all niggas is weak as fuck, bro. This is why I'm proudly not in that gang shit, because most y'all niggas ain't really as tough as y'all niggas be portraying. Whack, you know you on the phone with this nigga, because you know this nigga, and you seen Aaron the Plumber's hands. You know he will knock Loose the fuck out, nigga. Loose cannon trying to shoot the what, you gonna pistol whip the plumber? Like, y'all niggas be doing the most, bro.
nigga whack. I ain't never seen you this calm. I said, dude doing a lot of crazy whooping. Like niggas won't go knock a nigga mama down. Just send a message.
You gonna knock this nigga mama down? Why does he get to talk like this on the phone? I could have swore.
This the kidnappers again, man.
Man, stop saying that shit over the phone. Damn.
I can't say shit, can I?
This nigga whack just be threatening niggas, mamas, daddies, kids.
I don't know what's up with dude.
Nobody threatening you. Ain't nobody. Nah, bro. I see what you trying to do, bro.
Fuck them niggas, blood. I'm gonna get on donut for not killing your ass, blood. Mentioning that. You keep whooping blood, we gonna activate blood, homie. Don't nobody give a fuck about that rule. Blood, you cost $1,500, my nigga. Nigga, turn your TV off, blood. You telling me threatening my homeboy, blood, like we give a fuck about
Nigga, ain't nobody whack. Ain't nobody nigga, I came to you.
Say that. Blood on power rule, all niggas gotta do is say that. And we ain't gotta, mama's kids, we don't give a fuck who it is, blood. Don't no out of town nigga get at us talking about some violence, nigga. You should have not.
How much you pay whack for this? This is clearly a play. This is clearly a play. Why would you be recording yourself on the phone with Whack 100 and put it on the internet? Cause you probably you sent Whack 100 that little care package, and this is what it is. You happen to put out 2 rap videos today, and then you getting a beef with Whack 100. This is promo, nigga. It is what it is.
Blood out when he spit on you and died about it, homie. And any nigga gonna tell you that's real. Fuck about no nigga having no gun, spitting on you.
Bruh, the first conversation when we had with Luce, bro, you said the nigga was out of pocket. You said nigga's not wolfing. I'm just trying to get a fade. I'm just trying to get a fade. Now niggas talking about killing me.
You want a fade, blood? Where you at? Cause you doing a lot of whistling like you running something, homie.
Nigga, I didn't say, nigga, I'm coming to you, nigga. Nigga came to you.
We gonna give you your fade. Where you at?
Nah, nigga ain't finna meet you now. Nigga, you talking about kill.
We gonna give you your fade cause you whooping it. You gonna humble yourself or we gonna get to what you talking about. I told Luce said, what's up?
So are you telling me that you run an organization of people that are ready to kill motherfuckers they don't even know for $1,500? That sounds mad illegal, Whack. I'm just gonna keep this shit funky. This sounds illegal. Maybe it's just me.
With dude, bro, you been trying to be cool with the nigga whack. I ain't never seen you this calm. I said, dude doing a lot of crazy whooping. Like niggas won't go knock a nigga mama down. Just send a message. I don't know what's up with dude.
That has to be a play from Whack 100. That has to be a play from Whack 100. It don't make sense. How the fuck are you into it with Aaron the Plumber, bro? That's all I want to know. Chadrick, I don't think I said what up. Druski, why you out here? First of all, Druski, let me tell you something. I had a small level of fame, Druski. Local fame with a little bit of national exposure. Just a touch, not nothing like on national TV per se, even though I have been on national TV before. I've been on local news, things of this nature. This is not a flex. This is for you to understand. When you come out, Druski, for those that don't know, let me just give a quick recap. There's an amended lawsuit of one of these Diddy cases and has added Druski, Odell Beckham, and Jag Wright. What all of their place in the lawsuit, I don't know outside of one thing I read about Druski spraying a bitch with oil and then hopping on her like it was a slip and slide, which caused her to have the wind knocked out of her. Druski's defense is, in 2018, I wasn't even a public figure. I was living in the basement of my mama's house. Nigga, I met some of the biggest rappers and DJs of all time when I was 19. I was hanging with NBA players in clubs at 19. And I'm probably lying. So to sit here and say that you can't have no level of fame while still living in your mama's house, that's because you niggas don't tell the truth. See, in the beginning, you could be hanging around all these motherfuckers doing some cool shit, but you ain't gonna never really have no money. And when you do get paid, you ain't gonna get paid that much in the beginning. Ain't that right, Druski? But if you shake the right hands, walk through the right doors, do the right favors, then who knows from there, right? I knew you were lying as soon as you said the 2018 shit, because when I saw who you were, I wasn't even living in Oklahoma yet. I saw Druski in a fucking Google Pixel commercial, and he was like the star of the commercial. He's with all types of NBA players. He's not just he don't be with rappers. He be with the rappers' bosses. He's been to all white parties. I told y'all months ago that nigga Druski was a fucking plant. He got a mean streak. I saw what he did to that kid. That shit was weird. When he kept calling that little white kid like a real little white kid. That he was acting, but it wasn't like that type of acting for him. Kept calling him fat nigga. The fat little nigga. Or the little fat nigga, one of the two. Until the little white boy started crying. And then started roasting him more. Like, he got a mean streak in him. He's done a reality show where he could be like a Diddy, be like a Birdman. He got into a notable beef with Birdman that was a play. And Druski, they done found your ass in a motherfucking T Grizzly music video. Like, nigga, who are you? You clearly somebody's kid. But here's the shit where I already knew. I like shit like this I seen. Where I'm like, nobody pays attention. It looks, I saw this and thought shit when I seen it the first time. Now all of y'all gonna be like, this is aged. No, it ain't aged at all. It's exactly what it was the first time.
Hold up now. Nigga, is this the crib? Oh, shit. Ooh, I knew I was supposed to be living like this, man. I always knew.
Welcome, Mr. Druski.
It's a cold town, Mr. Druski. Mr. Druski Combs now. Hold on, boy. I ain't never been to nobody's house with a Buddha in it.
How did you get in here?
What up, man?
What's going on?
Just waiting on my food to get done.
Got your towel, your pillow, your whole setup?
Oh, yeah. Thought you was getting in here with me, man.
I'm good, bro. Let's go inside.
Waiting on the girls to come up in here. I know you got them.
Right here, we have a world-class piano that no one has ever touched before. Damn. Yes, it's a one of one.
So you just telling me that Diddy just thought this nigga was so funny that he had to have him come in his house? Or did somebody call in a favor so he can get more motherfucking certification?
Woo! Y'all got some nice shit in here, man. Come on. Hey, bro, you gotta get me a picture under this shit. Hey,
bro, chill, bro.
Hey.
Oh, you always act like this in people's cribs?
Nigga, what I do? I thought.
Bro, you're tripping.
Christian Combs.
Good.
Yo, you got the Wi-Fi?
Nah, I don't got the Wi-Fi.
Do you got the Wi-Fi? What the fuck are you doing here?
Wait 1 second real quick, bro.
All right. I'm about to go upstairs. Yo, this is stupid. Smell like puff in here.
It smells like puff in here.
Oh, nigga, you gay.
What y'all want to do? Which one I want to wear today? Woo! Can't do without this silk. For real, I don't even know how to put this on. Yeah. Woo! This is the vintage baller shot caller. Spread love, baby. Spread love. It's me. It's Puff.
Do you know how gay it is to put another nigga pajamas on? I don't think I've ever had to quite say that on this channel, but I want to say it right now. Do you know how gay it is to put on another grown man pajamas? You smelling a grown man clothes in the closet and then slip on his silk shit.
Oh, nigga, you gay.
That's not fair. I should at least ask first. Druski, are you gay?
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Everything's real.
Woo! Deleon Tequila. Owned by a black man. Don't mind if I do. I wouldn't. Shot.
Owned by a black man.
Owned by a black.
Wait, he's owned by you too, Puff? So you mean to tell me, Druski, in 2020, you went from in your words, not being a public figure in 2018, which means at best you started in 2019, but we know that your Instagram was popping well before 2018. But okay, cool. You telling me in 1 year you blew up to be in Diddy's house doing Instagram comedy? Who the fuck do you think you talking to, nigga? Man, I'm sitting in such a different position than everybody else, Druski. I know the game, bro. That is impossible without being somebody's somebody.
Way too comfortable though.
What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers, who be...
This nigga did a 3-minute Deleon tequila commercial. But why is Druski, even though he's grown, why would he be doing... Understand, this is like Mr. Rogers doing a tequila commercial. Now, granted, it ain't, he's not as wholesome as Mr. Rogers. It's the fact that he's for the kids. You could take any teenage star in anything. This has been like when Zach Morris was on Saved by the Bell and he's on the side peddling tequila. Because who's Druski's audience? Druski's audience is kids, bro. Kids. He was on some kid type shit all the way till he gets to the tequila and it's like, wait, you old enough to drink tequila? I mean, you acting like a fucking 15-year-old. It don't matter, Joseph. He don't have to be. We talking about your public perception, your public thing. There's almost nobody who's gonna get that. Like such a wholesome type of thing. There has to be a drop off from him being Mr. Rogers on TV. That's the only realistic thing. He. You can't slander Mr. Rogers. You feel what I'm saying? I got my Mr. Rogers on right now. I put on my Mr. Rogers shoes before every stream. But it's a level of, again, Mr. Rogers got to have, bro, I'm sure he was approached. Most people that sit in these like quote unquote wholesome positions and you never see them do anything like that, understand you should really salute them, because I'm telling you, they were offered, and they were offered lots of money to turn heel, if you will, even for one little thing. But now they got the game set up to, that's just par for the course. You look at all the top streamers for the kids and they all fucking over sexualized, extra gay shit, levels of grooming. You got girls sitting on Twitch playing video games, damn near butt ass naked. Druski had a TV show Is this Aaron the Plumber's real picture? No, this ain't real. Oh, my Lord. I'll do it later. This is outrageous. I can't derail the show. Druski had a TV show. Guess what network the TV show was on? Revolt. Who owns Revolt? He had a TV show called Sneaking In with Druski, where he went and visited people like Tiana Taylor, Snoop Dogg. You know what I always say when Snoop Dogg rolls up. Tiana Taylor, Snoop Dogg, Young Miami, and Lil Yachty. And Druski want y'all to believe with a straight face that he was so funny. That he was so motherfucking funny that everybody put him on. The NBA, Google Pixel, all these people. He want you to believe this with a straight motherfucking face. Hey man, whatever y'all say, bro. Before I read this paperwork, I want to check out one more video from this nigga. I just want to see what happens in this. I ain't never seen this. So we about to see it together. This nigga Druski been a plant. Now this nigga get in trouble, and I'm supposed to I ain't read the shit yet, so I don't have no opinion on the case yet. But the thing of it's not plausible that he could have ever been a part of it. Yeah, nigga. Now already, you're suspicious to me because I'm like, nigga, you're lying. Yes, it's possible you was living at your mama house while shit was starting to jump. That's just how the game works. Y'all niggas be lying like a motherfucker, bro. But y'all know how I be feeling when niggas get to telling weird stories out of nowhere. It's like, man, why? What? Wait, what?
Yo,
Druski, what are you doing? I'm meditating, bro.
I know you're proud of me, man. I did it.
What did you do?
How did this nigga get a whole ass TV show with Diddy, bro? With not just on Revolt, Diddy's in it. Nah, they figured out how to give him that Kevin Hart push without, like, remember what I told y'all? Back in the day, they used to look for niggas that actually had talent and turn them to the dark side. But then they ain't like that shit because them niggas would actually have talent, so it was harder to, get them to go away if they needed to. So now they just kind of go straight to the pipeline now. This nigga is getting the same type of Kevin Hart push there's no type of roots. There's no city, people in Philly was vouching for Kevin in the beginning. What city's vouching for Druski? I don't even think Druski's from America. Hold on. I know I didn't just make that up. Maybe I did. Okay, this nigga's from Columbia, Maryland. Columbia is probably why I thought that. Nigga, there it is. His mama was a commercial pilot who served in the Air Force as a captain and in the National Guard as a major. Or his dad. And his mama was a department, she worked for the Department of State. There it is. This nigga's a Fed. Bro, it never has to go far. When you look at plants, like people think that to see a plant, the mama and daddy gotta both have been in the music industry. No, they just gotta be in positions that can hold power, nigga. Morgan, what's happening? Shout out to Mr. Fields. This is insane.
Druski, we're trying to save the universe. How? That's for you to figure out.
Agent, comedian Drew. You can't make this shit up. Now you an agent in the show. Zio, I would have to agree. What's happening? See, how was that supposed to be funny? What was the point of that? See, this is that motherfucking Kevin Hart shit. This is how they changed Kevin Hart. People that know in the beginning, Kevin Hart was actually funny. You go back and watch early Kevin Hart and he's nothing like this shit y'all know now. You can either watch early stand-up or early movies where he wasn't acting like this. He had a way more level of calm. He wasn't just this high-strung short nigga in every movie. Love my kids in the cut one time. Ladies break out the Methuselahs. Columbia is in the suburbs of Maryland. Upper middle class, kinda. Get in where you fit in. So this is that Kevin Hart level of the new Kevin Hart level of comedy where it's just slapstick bullshit for no reason. Slapdick. Pause. This nigga's not only got a TV show, he got an Adidas sponsorship on. Hey, let me say this. From the piece I heard, what the excerpt I read was, before we get to it, was Diddy told him to fuck this bitch. And before he fucked her, he doused her with oil and then jumped on top of her. That sounded like a motherfucking initiation, nigga. Were you in the middle of an initiation with Diddy?
Officer here for duty.
Who would find this funny outside of kids?
Hey! Okay, making everybody on point. Everybody on point. What's going on here? Oh, I got a little candy.
More product play. He got another sponsorship. So he's got...
Security? Pat you down. Make sure everything good here. You need to pull your britches up. Make sure your britches up on you. Get up out of here, man. I'll go ahead and clock in now. Go ahead and put these shoes on. Get these shoes on. These are new uniform.
All right, I gotta go holler at the boss real quick.
Boss? Yeah. Why you gotta do that? Everything look good here.
Smoke weed every day.
Your favorite plant's favorite plant.
Hey, dog, what the hell you doing, man?
That ain't you, man.
It is me, man. What you doing here? Mm-hmm. What the hell you doing here in my building?
Oh, damn. You know, Puff trying to make sure everybody going sustainable.
Puff?
Love mine the cup one time. Ladies, break them out.
This Puff.
P. Diddy?
Yeah, P. Diddy.
Oh,
Do it, man. See, I knew I was good. Let's say.
Next time, don't do all that. Just say Puffy and you'll be all right.
Oh, all right. Cool.
First thing I'm gonna see is if you athletic.
Okay.
I'm gonna take you to
Come
my
on now.
gymnasium. You did? Come on now. Hey.
One-on-one?
Yeah, get one of the balls and shoot around. Let me see what you're working with. Let me see what you're working with.
I got you. Yep. Oh, what I tell you now.
That's not funny to me. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to be a dick. This shit ain't funny.
Nah, I just gotta warm up.
You look like Lil Baby when he was in that celebrity game when he shot them.
I do this all day. I do this all day. I do this all day.
Get
Come
hurt.
on.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness, let's go to the abyss, nigga! I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to understand why we have to disrespect the great game of basketball. Why can't these niggas be playing soccer or something? No disrespect to my soccer fans, but fuck you niggas. This upsets me. I can't watch bad basketball portrayed as comedy. I love basketball too much for this to be funny.
Oh, look at him with the Euro. I'm gonna pop on him. Pop what you. Oh. Oh, yeah.
I hit a closer shot than you did.
Have you ever heard of playing to the level of your
hands all day on it? Get it.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
Snoop, you could at least made that motherfucker. That shit's short like a bitch. Told you. Hashtag Shay was right. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I hit a closer shot than you did.
Have you ever heard of playing to the level of your
hands all day on it? Get it.
911.
Damn. Come on now. You can't back down like that, OG. Come on now.
Foul on me.
Yeah.
Rump some water, man.
Yeah, you still use these plastic bottles, man?
Why not?
So your TV show is just a commercial for kids. This is wild. Look at how they be branding to y'all kids, bro. Remember the good old days of what are those and you didn't know until you saw them in the mall? They gave your kids QR codes to go see what the product is right now. That's crazy. You said he was on Jennifer Hudson's show. This nigga just, like I said, I had to Google him because I start seeing this nigga everywhere. This is before I moved to Oklahoma. This is in 2020. This is like 2019 when I had to look up who this nigga was. Because he was doing so much big shit and I had never heard of this nigga.
Keep the planet safe.
A little opposite to what you said, but fuck it, come on, man. Let's see the spot, man.
Let's get it.
I see he missed that one, too.
Man, that basketball got me tired.
Yeah, I think you...
It was 1-0. How are you tired?
We 0 for like 26, eh?
I think you was 0 for 13.
Okay, yeah.
I got a recycle bin in there that we can throw these
okay, I see you
throw these little drinks
recycle.
away in right here.
This is excessive, nigga. This is excessive.
Yeah. Show you a couple of these video games up in here.
Got a little arcade going on in here, man.
Arcade.
Hey, this Jody. This Jody.
Hey, man, what is you doing, homie?
Do you find any of this funny so far? 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for kinda. Bob, my fat ass gotta lose like 20 more pounds, then I'm ready to hoop again. It's extremely hokey.
It's like a scene. You remember you did that?
I did that. I don't need you to do that.
Oh,
And as much as I talk shit about Snoop, everybody knows, man, Snoop got some shit that makes me laugh forever. This ain't it.
Enjoy yourself, play a game or something, get comfortable, you know
I
what I
want to
mean?
go upstairs and see what the gambling, you know.
Oh, you want to gamble?
Okay.
Yeah, up here, this is what we like to gamble at, you know.
Where you be losing all that money at.
Hey, man, you got to lose it to get it, you know what I'm saying?
Woo!
We like to shake, rattle, and roll.
Okay.
4-7.
Oh, 7, Trey.
Oh, that's a Nina.
Damn.
Nina Ross was the farting horse, and she paid the cost to be the boss. Oh, that's a 5. That's her best friend. Look around. So what I want to do now, I want to...
So the kids are now introduced to gambling. You know, especially some gambling they can do at home, you know, shoot dice. If you think that ain't no dice at every high school, then y'all goofy. Y'all goofy.
Take you around to the studio side of the game. You know, we make that music at.
All right.
We're gonna roll downstairs for a minute.
I like that little walk you got too, man. Make me want to walk like that.
Hey, man, I've been doing this since Jaws was a goldfish.
Okay. Hey, so who sing that little singing part on that? I wanna take my time. Who that's featured on that?
It's all me.
That ain't you.
The whole song is me, Central.
That ain't you.
I'm gonna take my time.
That's
I
you?
just ain't got my auto-tune on right now.
But see, it's your voice. You put living that T-Pain on.
And what song are they singing to the kids? Sexual Eruption. Sexual Eruption.
Hey, nigga, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? This the mothership. First of all, I gotta say what up to my big homeboy, Harry O in the house.
Okay.
My homeboy, Pooh Bear, producer extraordinaire. You understand me?
That OG. Big OG.
Yeah. And this the seat right here. This is the throne, right? Don't nobody sit in this chair but me. Like, this is my only thing. You know what I'm talking about?
All right.
It's the one and only.
Oh no, big. The actual name of the song is Sexual Eruption. Then he edited it for that portion.
Feel like a boss.
Didn't I just tell you that I'm the only one that's sitting in that seat? Here you go looking like Nino Brown sitting in my seat. Don't grab that one right there.
Yeah, like Black Power, you put this hat on. You feel me?
Brother, Black Power.
Give you a little power.
Yeah, Black Power.
That's black water. Yeah, man, around a lot of black greatness.
You sitting up in there with some real bosses, man.
Yeah, I see, man.
Real business owners, you understand me?
Yeah. I know you.
How? How did Druski get in this room? He was so funny on Instagram, he got in this room. Y'all stupid as fuck. If you think he was just that funny on Instagram, you are dumb as fuck. Get mad, get mad.
Y'all here to go into business with me. So at the end of the day, if y'all want to do anything, it gotta be recyclable.
Try again, was that it?
Good. About building your team. He over here sleeping and shit. This nigga right here really going to business.
Hell no. I'm trying to hear something, Snoop.
Oh, you gonna wake up in a minute.
Yeah. Wake your dog up with something loud.
You see through this, you a bad boy.
You hear something jigging.
Up top, baby.
If you want it, if you want it, if you really need it, if you really need it. Now tell me if you want it. Say it with you. Just say it with your booty. Say it with your booty.
You saying something?
That's slick.
Say it with your booty. So we're gonna go into the green room and check out some of these cars, man.
I got some lowriders in there.
What you know about a lowrider?
I got some sitting on sixes now.
What does Snoop actually own, period, Scott? I question that he even owns anything.
Oh.
6 what?
6 inches.
Oh, okay. Right. Because it's got to be the 16 or 26s. You're missing the number in the front. But come on out there and show you.
I ain't got that much money.
Get your dimensions together.
You gotta get you some matches, man.
The amount of product placement in this shit is next level, bro.
Why?
You can't be using them lighters. Rolling down the streets.
Come on, nephew. I'm just trying to show you the cars, man. Stop all that singing.
Man, where you get all these old cars from, man?
Man, candy-coated raindrops. You know, I like the candy shop. I like to make sure my car is representative of who I am.
Candy paint.
I may feel like dressing like this color today.
Yeah.
I may want to go that color. I may feel like this. You know, it's just a assortment of things, you know what I'm saying?
Snoop, all this shit you done all these years and all you got is these whack-ass cars. You act like you was taking them in the Jay Leno garage, nigga.
On the West Coast, we like to ride, you know what I mean? So I gotta make sure I got my
Where the
cars
ladies'
lined up.
mobile at?
The ladies' mobile?
Yeah.
That would happen to be outside. I mean, the ladies, when they see this,
Okay.
they go crazy. Look at it.
Rolling down
That's
the
better.
street. You feel me? I can't believe I'm with the dog.
Hey.
What's up, man?
You know what? I think your time is up. It's time to go, dog.
Hey,
We had
man.
fun. We had fun. We showed you the building. I looked out for Puff. I looked out for the recycling thing and everything, but
Okay.
I think your time is up. Get on out of here.
I'm
Security.
posting.
Security. Security. Get out of here.
All right, so you can take me to the front now?
Call that Uber.
I think I left my keys in there, though.
I'm eating the popcorn, Druski. I'm yet to laugh, bro.
What up, though? It's your boy Big Snoop Deal Double G, and I want you to join Adidas and hip hop to end plastic waste.
Do you know 1 million plastic bottles are bought around the world, and about 2 million plastic bags are used every minute? Take this pledge with me. Let's do our part to end plastic waste.
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
Ha-ha. All this was a tax write-off for Adidas. I'm beside myself. Druski, I expected to laugh. I did not. Well, Druski. It looks like the time has come, bro. Yeah, bro. I got that work. This popcorn is good, though. Now, here's where Druski, I'm already kind of on your side. Can you see on the screen right now what would make me side with Druski? I told you I ain't read this shit. And there's already a big problem. Can anybody identify the problem? This bitch. Well, Druski, you starting off good. Ario's involved. So that helps you. Do you know who Ario Mitchell is? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Good night, Bob. They have decreased sedation every day. Hopefully mom will be fully awake here soon. Hopefully I get my wife back, but I don't want her back a second before her mom is completely situated. Mr. Mom is holding this shit down. Ariel Mitchell is the female attorney that wishes she was Busby, but always got these clients that be sound like they lying. I ain't gonna lie, her clients got a bad track record. Ariel's a fucking liar. And I'm gonna finish this little popcorn so that way I can read this paperwork without chomping. Whitney, what's happening? May I have some of your tasty beverage to wash this down? Plaintiff Ashley Parham, John Doe, and Jane Doe, together plaintiffs files their complaint against defendants Sean Combs, Christina Coram, Shane Pierce, Ruben Valdez, John Pelletier, Odell Beckham Jr. Do you know who Odell Beckham Jr. is? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. If you don't, that's a damn shame. NFL wide receiver, Odell Beckham Jr. Drew Desbords, a.k.a. Druski, Jacqueline Wright, a.k.a. Jaguar. Jag. What is this? Helena Harris Scott, Helena, Matias Gonzalez, Brandy Cunningham, that's Brandy, Janice Combs, what? Diddy Mama? Janice, Keith Lux, aka Big Homie CC, and John and Jane Doe's 1 through 10, Doe's together defendants, allege as follows. This case involves Rico Enterprise. Oh, here we go. I don't need to read y'all whole background. Just get to the shit. This is why I don't be taking her seriously. She be using low resolution pictures. You know how easy it is to find a high resolution picture of Diddy? So this is Christina Coram. Shane Pierce, restaurant manager at Sir Francis Drake, a Kempton hotel. Hey, nigga, I'm not so sure. Bro, you look guilty based on this picture of you and Ronald McDonald. Ruben Lira Valdez. John Lawrence Pelletier. ODB. This is the best. Oh, shit. I didn't realize who was on this picture. ODB and Druski together. Multiple times. Man, y'all niggas look gay, bro. I can't hold you. This is the picture y'all use a Jaguar. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Helena Harris. Brandy Cloninger. Cunningham. Yeesh. You couldn't get a better picture of this busted bitch? Like, this is defamation just for using this picture. That was Mike Rubin. That was Mike Rubin. Janice Combs, Diddy Mama. Keith Lux, Big Homie CC. Going through the jurisdiction, y'all can have that. Factual allegations, common to all counts. Plaintiff met defendant Shane in February 2018 after an altercation with another man at a bar, and defendant Shane came to plaintiff's rescue. While outside the bar with friends and other patrons, defendant Shane FaceTime video called defendant Diddy and was showing people defendant Diddy in the video on his phone, attempting to impress the people with his famous friend. Defendant Shane then showed plaintiff defendant Diddy on his video call, which plaintiff ignored, stating she was not impressed by him knowing defendant Diddy because she believed defendant Diddy had something to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur. So it's this chick. Oh, I can't wait to hear where you get put in this. Oh, wow. This is the one we did read, but visible in the FaceTime call was defendant Diddy and some of his children, including his sons, Christian and Quincy. It appeared from the plaintiff's perspective, defendant Diddy was having a get-together at his home during the time of the FaceTime call with defendant Shane. Defendant Diddy heard plaintiff's statement and made a remark that plaintiff would pay for her statement regarding Tupac and overall dismissal of defendant Diddy. On March 23, 2018, defendant Shane invited plaintiff over to his home to assist him with his cancer medications because he stated he was weak and unable to open his medications. Upon plaintiff's arrival, defendant Shane informed plaintiff that he wanted to give her a ride in his new car. Plaintiff and defendant Shane left his residence for a brief period and then returned. Once they returned, defendant Shane left the door to his apartment partially open and stated that the door was ajar because there was an issue with the door where it couldn't close completely. Defendant Shane was renting an apartment on the lower floor of a home in Orinda, California. Defendant Shane had a separate entrance into his residence that led to the backyard of the home. The home also had a main entrance on Loma Vista Drive. Defendant Shane rented the home from a woman who lived in the upstairs portion of the home and had two dogs who resided with her. Plaintiff and defendant Shane had then began to watch a movie, and defendant Shane offered her a glass of water, which he retrieved and brought back to plaintiff. Approximately 10 minutes after plaintiff and defendant Shane returned from their drive, defendant Diddy entered defendant Shane's residence. Defendant Diddy entered entered the home in a grand, ready-to-party manner. His grandiose entrance was so loud that the dogs upstairs began barking. Defendant Diddy did not enter the home through the backyard entrance, but instead through the main entrance. Along with Defendant Diddy were his bodyguard defendant, Big Homie CC, Defendant KK, Defendant Brandy, Defendant Doe 2, who, upon information and belief, is a friend of defendants Shane and Diddy, and Defendant Diddy's driver, Doe 3, who remained outside and in his vehicle during the duration of plaintiff's assault. Plaintiff believes Defendant Shane invited her over to set her up to be assaulted by Defendant Diddy because of the statement she made about Defendant Diddy a month prior. Upon Defendant Diddy's arrival, he immediately began to antagonize the plaintiff, stating that, quote, she thought she would never see him in person, end quote, pay for her statements about Tupac during the video call, and that Defendant Diddy, quote, caught plaintiff. Plaintiff was in shock as she never believed that she would ever see or meet Defendant Diddy in real life, let alone the small apartment rented by Defendant Shane. Defendant Diddy then began advancing towards where plaintiff was sitting on Defendant Shane's bed with a knife and held it to the right side of plaintiff's face and threatened to give her a Glasgow smile in retaliation for her previous statements on the video call. Am I saying that right? Glasgow? Defendant KK told Defendant Diddy that she did not think giving plaintiff a Glasgow smile would be advantageous to their potential clients who they could sell plaintiff for sex to. Defendant KK then made a threat to plaintiff that they could ship her off anywhere in the world and that she would never see her family or anyone she knew ever again. Defendant Shane then partially undressed plaintiff. Then Defendant Diddy removed the remainder of plaintiff's clothing, removing the knife from her face, and then retrieved a bottle of liquid from a large fanny pack. Defendant Diddy then squirted a bottle of liquid on plaintiff, which placed her in fear that she was being squirted with a chemical substance like acid. Bitch, what? You thought this nigga had a squirt bottle of acid? Plaintiff soon realized the substance was an oil lubricant. Plaintiff was squirted with this lubricant, or with this squirted with this liquid substance over the entirety of her naked body. Defendant KK was then told by Defendant Diddy to insert what looked like a syringe from a sterile packaging into plaintiff's vagina. Defendant KK did as told, while assisted by Defendant Brandy, and then told Defendant Diddy that they were unable to use the IUD because it had prematurely been released from its packaging. Defendant Diddy was upset by this, took the syringe from Defendant KK and tried inserting it into plaintiff's vagina instead. Defendant KK and Diddy began to argue as Defendant KK continued to advise Diddy that since the IUD had been prematurely released from its packaging, it was no way they could insert it into plaintiff's vagina effectively. Just the fuck? After some time, Defendant Diddy heeded the advice of Defendant KK and removed the syringe from the plaintiff's vagina and handed it to Defendant KK. Defendants KK and Defendant Brandy then exited Defendant Shane's residence, leaving plaintiff alone with Defendants Diddy, Shane, and John Doe's, who have been named herein. Defendant Diddy then picked up a television remote that was near plaintiff and violently inserted it into the plaintiff's vagina.
Bitch, are you for real?
Is Glasgow? I've never heard that term. You, my first. Oh my goodness. Defendant Diddy, while violently raping plaintiff with a television remote, told plaintiff that her life was in his hands and that if he wanted, he could take her out or take her and she would never be seen again. Plaintiff began hysterically crying from the threats by Defendant Diddy, along with the pain of being violently vaginally raped by Defendant Diddy with the television remote, as well as the lingering pain from the ordeal with the IUD syringe insertion. Defendant Diddy then instructed Defendant Shane to turn plaintiff on her stomach, seemingly tired of hearing the plaintiff's blood-curdling cries. Defendant Shane then grabbed plaintiff by her abdomen and hips, turned plaintiff on her stomach. Defendant Diddy then instructed Defendant Shane to put a pillow over her head because he didn't want to see her face or hear her cries, and instructed Defendant Shane to anally rape plaintiff.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
Defendant Shane did as he was told by defendant Diddy and began to anally rape plaintiff. Defendant Diddy then violently raped plaintiff anally after defendant Shane. Defendant Doe 2 then joined defendants Diddy and Shane, taking a turn anally raping plaintiff. Immediately after defendant Doe 2 raped plaintiff, he exited defendant Shane's residence. Defendant Diddy then instructed another defendant Doe to also rape plaintiff. Defendant Doe has been determined to be defendant Druski.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Now, Druski, you was in Diddy's house, dapping up his kids. You was in that nigga bedroom, in his closet. You sure you wasn't here, Druski? I'm just asking. Instead of immediately raping plaintiff, defendant Druski doused plaintiff with more oil lubricant and then jumped on top of plaintiff's naked and oiled body, treating it like a slip and slide and knocking the wind out of plaintiff due to his enormous size.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga! I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, Lord. You are a big ass nigga though. You look and you do always are acting like a big nigga that think he a small nigga. He probably did yell mustard before jumping in the bed. Cause he definitely be yelling mustard with everything he eat. Big backing is an epidemic. Defendant Druski then caught himself from sliding over plaintiff's oiled body and off the bed. He then began raping plaintiff vaginally. While defendant Druski was raping plaintiff, defendant Diddy sat in a chair near the bed and began masturbating while recording plaintiff's rape by defendant Druski. I just want you to put it on your mama. Diddy ain't got no tape of you fucking a bitch. I don't care if it was consensual or non. Is there a video that exists of you fucking a bitch while Diddy beating his meat? Was Diddy sitting on the side of the bed?
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
No,
I like that.
Just come out and put it on your mama. I want you to say, I ain't never fucked nobody in front of Diddy before. Another party's phone fell on the bed near plaintiff. Plaintiff then attempted to grab the phone, but it slipped out of her hands and onto the floor. due to the oil lubricant that had been doused all over her person by defendants Diddy and Druski. Defendant Diddy began laughing at plaintiff's attempt to grab the phone. Throughout this violent gang rape, defendant Diddy made constant belittling remarks to plaintiff, including that he owned her now. At some point during this ordeal, plaintiff remembers defendants referring to another defendant, though, as Cornelius, and remembered the name because it was so odd and unique. Plaintiff has come to discover that defendant Doe Cornelius, who raped her, was defendant Odell Beckham Jr. ODB, she gotta be lying, right? ODB, Mr. Odell Beckham, she lying, right? Plaintiff's body was becoming more and more limp over the course of the violent rape until eventually she had no control over her body, nor could she move her body. When defendant Druski finished raping plaintiff, defendant KK entered the room to examine the condition of plaintiff, who was barely able to move or control her bodily functions. Defendant KK examined plaintiff to see if she needed assistance and was about to give plaintiff an IV fluid. Plaintiff cannot be certain if she did or did not receive such intravenous intervention. Defendant KK then opened a different bag, different than the one defendant Diddy removed the oil from, where plaintiff observed several medicine bottles, IV fluid bags, and other unidentifiable powder-like drugs. Defendant KK then removed a pill from one of the medicine bottles and gave it to defendant Diddy. They gave that nigga that Mario star. Power this nigga up one time. They power you up right there, Diddy? Diddy, you ain't never get powered up? All right, Diddy, you got it. Defendant Diddy then inserted the pill into plaintiff's mouth and down her throat to where plaintiff had no choice but to ingest the unknown pill. Defendants Diddy, Shane, KK, Odell, and Druski then exited the residence to the backyard where they smoked marijuana and cigarettes. Plaintiff remained in an almost lifeless state in defendant Shane's bedroom until she finally regained her bodily functions. Plaintiff then began looking for her clothes and her purse that contained her car keys and cell phone, but could not discover them in the room or anywhere in the apartment. Plaintiff was only able to find a t-shirt on the floor, which she put on to cover her naked body. Plaintiff also observed a black condom wrapper on the floor of the bedroom, which she assumed was used by one of the defendants, most likely defendant Diddy, during the rape. Plaintiff then found a knife with the assistance of the Doe plaintiffs and headed to the backyard where the defendants were smoking, as that was the only way to exit the premises onto the street. Plaintiff concealed the knife on her left side as she exited the apartment to the backyard area. Upon coming to the exit of the home, which led to the backyard, plaintiff was met by defendant Big Homie CC, who was standing at the door between the residence and the backyard. By the time plaintiff was able to compose herself and come to the backyard, defendant KK was no longer in the backyard, but upstairs on the patio balcony with defendant Brandy. Defendant Doe allowed plaintiff to walk to the backyard where defendants were still smoking. Defendant Doe did not see the knife that plaintiff concealed on her left side, as it was obstructed by the oversized t-shirt plaintiff was wearing. Plaintiff observed defendant Diddy still partially nude from the assault, while the other defendants had on their clothing. Defendant Shane then left to the upstairs portion of the patio balcony where defendants KK and Brandy were already situated. Plaintiff then sat down on a makeshift seat in the backyard where defendant Diddy noticed her presence and remarked that he was surprised she was able to walk because he had given her, quote, enough drugs to take out a horse, end quote. Shit. Plaintiff then asked defendant Diddy what he gave her, and he laughed and did not provide a response. Defendant Diddy then made further comments to plaintiff in a jovial, friendly manner, asking her why they hadn't partied together before, because it was so much fun, and he hadn't had any ass that tight in a while.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
What kind of loose booty hoes do you be fucking with, Diddy? You know what? Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Defendant Big Homie CC then quipped at defendant Diddy that he probably hadn't had any ass that tight because he's not used to having anal sex with women.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
Which defendants Diddy and Doe laughed at. Plaintiff then told defendant Diddy she did not party with him and she did not enjoy partying with him and that he raped her. Defendant Diddy did not like plaintiff's response to his lighthearted commentary and offered plaintiff money and instructed plaintiff to say that the violent rape was consensual and that plaintiff was a sex worker. Plaintiff became enraged and yelled at defendant Diddy that he raped her, that her rape was not consensual, she was not a sex worker, and she refused to take any money from him and would tell the police that he had raped her. Defendant Diddy then told plaintiff no one would ever believe she had been raped by him, and if she did tell anyone such, that they would harm her family. Defendant Big CC then showed plaintiff his phone, which looked as if it was the outside of plaintiff's estranged sister's residence, as she could see her sitting on the couch and her sister's spouse on the balcony. See, that might be the most unbelievable part of all of this. A lot of this was plausible. I don't know how plausible this is, girl. Hold on. You want me to believe they showed you a picture that was so clear of the outside of your sister's crib where you could see her sitting on the couch? It looked as if someone was outside the residence streaming this video to defendant Big Homie CC's phone. Did he have the money to do this? Yes. Did he really do it all for her, though? This is a bit much. I'm trying. Ariel, talk plain, Victoria. Every time with her. I think it's possible that some niggas be telling the truth with her and she makes them put these extra lines and shit here that makes it bad. She probably was like, they showed me a picture of a dress or some shit. All right, I was like, nah, that don't sound good enough. Say they showed live streaming video and it was in 4K to the point where you could see your sister on the couch. Here we go. Plaintiff, while rattled by what she was seeing on defendant Big Homie CC's phone, was still angry about being gang raped. It was not complying with defendant Diddy's request to take the money being offered to say that the rape was consensual. Defendant Diddy then called defendant Janice. Janice, what the fuck are you doing at Diddy's house? In an effort to further convince plaintiff, yeah, that's why Bob went to bed early. Janice been trying to get you. Janice like, hey, hurry up and go to bed, Bob. She knew this part was coming up. Bob, you got to get up early. Go to bed. As soon as Bob go to bed, now here come Janice in the motherfucking lawsuit, nigga. It's the people you know, bro. Defendant then called defendant Janice in an effort to further convince plaintiff not to report her assault. Defendant Janice yelled at plaintiff to not hurt her son. Plaintiff told defendant Janice that her son had violently raped plaintiff. Defendant Janice, seemingly unfazed by the statement, then continued her demands with plaintiff to take the money being offered and not report the rape to law enforcement. Defendant Diddy then made further threats that he had gotten off from bigger crimes than this and referred to Tupac again, further antagonizing plaintiff. Defendant Big Homie CC then turned on defendant Diddy and pulled his gun on him, asking him to repeat what he said in reference to Tupac. So wait a minute. You want me to believe that his bodyguard loved Tupac so much that he turned on Diddy like a motherfucking movie? As the two of them were exchanging words, plaintiff went behind defendant Big Homie CC, where he seemingly began to protect plaintiff. Defendant Big Homie CC then advanced to defendant Diddy, questioning him over the comments he made about Tupac. During this commotion, a neighbor directly across the street came outside and peered into the backyard and asked what all the commotion was about. Look, man, I'm trying, man.
Stop the cap.
This story is starting to take a turn to the most unbelievable levels. I'm trying. I swear I am. Hey, what's going on back here? Sean, what's all the ruckus? Sean, you niggers back here are bringing my property value down. We're going to need you to quiet this shit down. Rape them hoes in silence. Nigger. Defendant Big Homie CC then pointed the gun at the neighbor. Hey, nigga, you better get your bitch ass the fuck up out of here, nigga. He instructed him to mind his business and return to his residence. Hey, you old white bitch, if you don't get your motherfucker, hey, stop being nosy, nigga. Y'all always coming over here with that WPS shit, nigga. You get your nosy white ass back here. I'm gonna blow your ass to the moon. These are black problems back here. You better take your ass on up the block, nigga. So a neighbor came over because they heard the ruckus. They pulled the strap on the neighbor. He ain't called the cops. I better read, call 12. Big Homie CC then turned the gun back on defendant Diddy. Plaintiff, not far behind defendant Big Homie CC, tried to grab defendant Big Homie CC's hand that had the gun. The gun then went off and hit a hill behind defendant Shane's residence. Why would you be trying to grab the gun out of this nigga's hand? Defendant Diddy then ran back up the stone stairs near the hill in the backyard towards where defendants KK, Shane, and Brandy were. Plaintiff charged towards defendant Diddy, moving the concealed knife from her left hand to her right hand in pursuit of defendant Diddy. Plaintiff then pushed defendant Diddy from behind while on the stone stairs outside, causing him to fall with his back to the knife, or back to the plaintiff. Plaintiff then raised the knife in a rage from the events that just transpired with the intent of driving the knife into defendant Diddy's back when he turned around and began pleading for his life. Well, I don't believe any of this shit. Hey, Druski, stay out of trouble. This is the warning I'm going to give you going forward. Stay out of trouble. Don't let this experience make you start feeling invincible. Yeah, they won. So you beat Diddy ass and was getting ready to kill him, and he begs you for his life. And all you had was a knife. Now, I saw what Diddy did to Cassie. And a towel. Girl, Dad. This shit with Druski sounded unbelievable, but it sounded plausible. This shit don't even sound plausible. You was getting ready to kill Diddy. Diddy was getting ready to kill you. Owned by a black man. Plaintiff, shocked now to see defendant Diddy acting as a victim, had a moment of clarity and then turned and ran down the outdoor stone staircase back out to the backyard to escape. Defendant Diddy then chased plaintiff down the stairs and attempted to push her, but she was already at the bottom of the stairs and gained her footing and wielded the knife at defendant Diddy, grazing his abdomen. Hearing the commotion, defendants KK Brandy emerged, and defendant KK then began administering first aid to defendant Diddy for his injuries caused by plaintiff. Plaintiff tried to make quick dash for the exit, but it was thwarted by another defendant Doe. After a period of time, plaintiff was able to abscond from defendant Doe due to the first aid commotion with defendant Diddy and was able to run down the street. Once plaintiff made it onto the street, she began yelling loudly for someone to call the police. Defendant Doe, who had now caught up with plaintiff, advised plaintiff that he was an undercover cop. To this day, plaintiff is unsure of the truth or falsity of that statement. The same neighbor then again emerged from his residence asking what was transpiring. Just as plaintiff was attempting to answer, gunshots began being fired in plaintiff's direction. Diddy is just out in the middle of the street dumping at you now. See, I be trying, bro. Plaintiff fled to a car where the neighbor was also taking cover and lost sight of defendant Doe. Plaintiff then heard an SVU screeching and speeding leaving the residence. Plaintiff then entered the home of the neighbor, who informed her that he had already called police. Plaintiff informed the neighbor that it was Sean Combs who had raped her and shot at them, but the neighbor was unaware of who defendant Diddy was. What the fuck is a Diddy? Sean Combs? Fucking know those niggers over there. Just a bunch of niggers. Shortly thereafter, a sheriff from the Contra Costa Sheriff's Department arrived at the neighbor's home. Plaintiff identified the person who arrived at the neighbor's home posing as a Contra Costa sheriff was defendant Pelletier. Wait, what? That's how that nigga's involved? Plaintiff told defendant Pelletier, believing he was a sheriff from local police, she had been violently gang raped by defendant Diddy and others that she did not have her clothes, phone, purse, car keys, or cell phone. Defendant Pelletier, falsely posing as a Contra Costa sheriff, that's interesting, told plaintiff and the neighbor that they had received several noise complaints prior to the neighbor's call and instructed plaintiff to find a way to get home. The sheriff, defendant Pelletier, did not offer to take plaintiff home, nor did he call for emergency services, including an ambulance, nor any officer to take plaintiff to the hospital, nor any offer to help plaintiff recover her clothes or effects from defendant Shane's residence. The Contra Costa sheriffs have confirmed that a police report was made that night against plaintiff Parham, or made by plaintiff Parham, my bad. The Contra Costa sheriffs have refused to release any information related to the complaint on the night in question to any source, despite numerous attempts made via Freedom of Information Act. Plaintiff observed defendant Pelletier, and that's interesting, hand something to the neighbor, which looked to be an envelope, at the door as defendant Pelletier exited. The neighbor went to a nearby room and quickly returned empty-handed. Plaintiff believes the envelope contained cash.
Well, no shit.
The neighbor offered to let plaintiff sleep on his couch until she could figure out a way to get her possessions and get home, but plaintiff declined, uneasy and unsure about the exchange with the police and the neighbor and police, and only remained at the neighbor's residence for a short period of time once defendant Pelletier, posing as Contra Costa law enforcement, left. Plaintiff then went back to defendant Shane's residence, where she found the door open and her clothes were readily accessible in his residence. Come on, bro. Defendant Shane then emerged as if nothing had transpired and offered for plaintiff to stay at his residence while she slept it off. What? Plaintiff asked for her purse and her keys, but defendant Shane told her she shouldn't leave in her condition, and plaintiff, catatonic and in a state of shock and disbelief of the events that transpired, stayed at defendant Shane's home while defendant Shane left the home. You did all that to escape, only to go back and go to sleep? This sounds like, at best, buyer's remorse. This is possible that you did all this shit, but you got a dude. It's possible you let Diddy and his homies run a train on you. Because I'm trying to understand the logic from this point of view, where you stab somebody, they shoot at you from the residence, and then you go back to the residence you was shot at and stay there. And stay there. Where the fuck do they do that at? Bill, what's happening? And stay there. Later that morning, defendant Shane returned to the residence and woke plaintiff up and finally gave her back her purse, cell phone, and keys, and plaintiff left defendant's residence. In a daze, plaintiff returned home and tried to make sense out of what happened to her. On March 26, 2018, plaintiff contacted her primary care doctor and asked for an HIV and STD test in fear of possibly having contracted a disease from her violent rape. Plaintiff tried to continue her life as she felt she wouldn't be believed as a plaintiff already had told what she believed to be Contra Costa Sheriff's defendant, Diddy. Man, you wrote this all fucked up, Ario. You suck at writing. You ain't putting no commas, nothing. Not where they supposed to be. Defendant Diddy raped her to no avail. Further, plaintiff was under the impression if she did continue to say defendant Diddy's name in relation to her assault, she would not be believed and her family would be in danger. Seemingly mere days, maybe even the day after or day before plaintiff's vicious rape, defendant Shane had miraculously began driving a new car. Plaintiff believes this was payment by Diddy for setting up the plaintiff to be raped. Diddy gave a nigga a car to rape you? That's a bit much. Plaintiff went to the hospital, where the hospital conducted several tests on plaintiff, including a rape kit, ultrasound, and x-rays. Additionally, plaintiff was given IV fluids to stabilize her vitals as she was in a severe weakened state from being unable to eat and losing a substantial amount of weight since the rape occurred. While at the hospital, plaintiff told members of her treatment team about her horrific assault, and they then contacted the Walnut Creek police. Walnut Creek police showed up to plaintiff's hospital room and took a statement regarding her assault. Plaintiff only told Walnut Creek police about the assault from defendants Shane and Doe. Plaintiff believes her statements made to Walnut Creek police while at the hospital was captured by police body camera footage. So, but it sounds like you didn't tell them about Diddy, though. You told who you thought was fake police about Diddy, but you didn't tell the real police about Diddy? That's fishy. David, what up? I'm trying, bro. I really am. Plaintiff further believes her statements made on March 23rd, immediately after the vicious assault, were plaintiff named defendant Diddy directly and by name, may be captured by body camera footage. Okay. But upon determining the sheriff was defendant Pelletier, oh, so no, the other police. Oh my goodness. Plaintiff filed a report to the Orinda Police Department on April 17, 2018, but was too afraid to name defendant Diddy as one of her assailants. During this report, plaintiff provided her clothing to the police from the night of the assault, but they only returned her underwear. To date, the underwear was never returned, and plaintiff believes no investigation ever commenced. Plaintiff sought assistance from therapists in May 2018, one of which tried to have her therapy appointments covered by a victim's compensation fund, which was rejected because plaintiff was told no law enforcement agency had opened an active investigation into any of her many reports of her violent gang rape. Subsequently thereafter, plaintiff asked police for a copy of her report from the Walnut Creek Police Department. On July 19, 2018, plaintiff was provided a letter from the Walnut Creek Police Department stating that it was unable to furnish this information as it is confidential and not subject to public release. Despite plaintiff not being the public and the victim complaint. What? In March 2024, plaintiff was re-traumatized by all of the offense surrounding defendant Diddy, including the several civil complaints filed against him, as well as the raid on defendant Diddy's California and Florida residence. Plaintiff called Contra Costa sheriffs again in hopes of renewing her previous complaint and amending it to ensure defendant Diddy's name was included. Plaintiff received no response from the sheriff. Plaintiff in July 2024 then emailed the chief of the sheriff's office regarding her complaint, lack of investigation, and how she was treated by the initial responding officer. Plaintiff then later received a call back from a detective, but nothing further. Plaintiff then began seeking legal counsel for her claims, ultimately being referred to undersigned for representation. Undersigned counsel also attempted to get a copy of the 2018 police report from Contra Costa sheriff, but was told that they would not provide the report or any other information without a subpoena. Where the fuck does Jaguar Wright fit into this? What is this? Plaintiff John Doe, John and Jane Doe. So these are the other people. Plaintiffs John and Jane Doe's are mother and son. Plaintiffs were taken from their Las Vegas residence by defendant Pelletier as they walked to their vehicle. Defendant Pelletier put a gun to plaintiff John Doe's back and instructed him to get into a black SUV regarding extraditing plaintiffs for warrants to California. Plaintiffs did not have any warrants nor convictions. Plaintiffs demanded to be shown the warrants, and defendant Pelletier refused and threatened to shoot plaintiffs if they protested further. In the back of the black SUV was defendant Valdez. Defendant was unknown to plaintiffs at the time. Defendant was dressed in dark clothes and instructed plaintiffs not to look at him. Plaintiffs were then transported to what they believe was defendant Pelletier's residence at Blank Bay Street, Las Vegas. Plaintiffs were ordered inside and brought into the living room and forced to sit on the couch and were physically restrained. Plaintiffs demanded to speak to their attorney, which was refused, ignored, or met with threats of violence. It became obvious to plaintiffs that this was not a legal arrest and that Pelletier was acting outside of color of law. At some point thereafter, plaintiffs were ordered back of a large... into the back of a large black SUV. Come on, Ariel. Defendant Gonzalez was given the keys to plaintiff's vehicle, a SUV, to follow behind the SUV. Defendants Gonzalez and Pelletier had a list, which upon information and belief was a list of, quote, safe houses, which they could allow parties a safe respite undetected. Defendant Pelletier appeared to be in charge of. He and Defendant Valdez were both giving out orders to the other co-conspirator defendants. Plaintiffs overhear repeated conversations in the vehicle while being kidnapped and transported about, quote, following protocol, end quote, made by Defendant Pelletier to others. Upon information and belief, this protocol was agreed upon codes, including the use of communication apps like WhatsApp and or Snapchat, satellite phones, and referring to other co-conspirator defendants by their middle names. It was apparent to plaintiffs this was a professional operation / syndicate. Plaintiffs were then trafficked from Las Vegas, Nevada to various locations throughout California. The first location plaintiffs were able to identify was in Danville, California. In the convoy with the SUV, plaintiffs were placed and also included plaintiff's SUV that was driven by Defendant Gonzalez. Upon information and belief, Defendant KK was in another SUV, part of the convoy. At some point, Defendant Gonzalez complained he had trouble keeping up with the convoy of black SUVs because the SUV ran poorly. Plaintiffs alleged the convoy drive was for numerous hours, but the exact time was uncertain as they were unable to keep adequate track of time. The next location plaintiffs were taken among the safe houses on their route to an unknown destination was Blank Way, Danville, California, 94506. What does this have to do with one another? Like, what does this story have to do with? This is weird. Plaintiffs heard some altercation with the owners of the home, not wanting to be involved with defendant's scheme. Plaintiffs attempted to plead with the owners for help and could not understand why they wouldn't heed plaintiffs' cries for help. Plaintiffs heard the owners speak a foreign language, which they believed was Farsi. Upon information and belief, this location was approximately 20 miles from the home in Orinda, where plaintiff Parham was assaulted. During the transportation of plaintiffs across state lines, they were given water to drink, which plaintiffs believed was drug. Defendant Valdez will provide plaintiffs with the water, which after drinking, plaintiffs will feel slightly euphoric, dizzy, and then sick. Defendant Valdez would determine plaintiffs drink the water, but they refused and or fake consumption. During the transportation, plaintiffs were forced to listen to a device with music similar to a device associated with Defendant KK's nonprofit organization, Music Beats Hearts. What? In order to prevent plaintiffs from eavesdropping on the defendant's conversations. At certain times, the music stopped playing and plaintiff John Doe was able to get the earbuds partially out of one ear, with defendants noticing to hear conversations about the plans they had for plaintiffs. Plaintiffs were then taken to another location at Blank Boulevard, El Cerrito, California, 94530. Plaintiffs were able to keep track of their location by remembering cross streets when they were finally let out of the vehicle for stops. At this location, plaintiffs observed an RV, recreational vehicle, arrive at the residence. During this stop is when plaintiffs noticed Defendant KK was part of the convoy. At this stop, plaintiffs overheard Defendant KK being referred to as her code name, believed to be her middle name, Natasha. Discovering visiting the UC Berkeley campus, as defendants seemed very familiar with the area and familiar with the city. Upon information and belief, location was approximately 7 miles from the home in Orinda where plaintiffs were assaulted. Plaintiffs were then taken to another location at the Beacon Grand Hotel, Sir Francis Drake. Defendant Shane worked at the hotel as a manager. Plaintiffs were taken into the hotel through what appeared to be the side entrance by defendants Valdez, Pelletier, and Gonzalez. Defendant Pelletier told the co-conspirator defendants he would stay at a different hotel nearby so it wouldn't be linked to him. Once inside the hotel room, plaintiffs were beaten and drugged by defendants Valdez and Gonzalez. Plaintiffs pleaded with Valdez and Gonzalez to be released and for mercy. Defendants Valdez and Gonzalez instructed plaintiffs to sign paperwork at gunpoint. When plaintiffs refused, defendant Gonzalez would pistol whip plaintiffs on the back of their heads. Defendant Gonzalez eventually gave plaintiffs a drink, which caused them to pass out. Plaintiffs spent the night at the hotel with defendants Gonzalez and Valdez, taking turns watching them. The next morning, plaintiffs were restrained and bound by their hands in front and were placed into a vehicle. Plaintiff then saw defendants Jaguar and Helena. Upon information and belief, defendants Jaguar and Helena were in a small sedan, light color, white or beige. Plaintiffs were then transported to the location. Plaintiff Parham's brutal assault on Loma Vista Drive by defendants Jaguar and Helena. Defendant Helena was the driver and defendant Jaguar was the passenger. Defendant Helena warned plaintiffs if they tried to escape or run that she would have to shoot you. Defendant Helena also warned plaintiffs not to throw up in her vehicle, saying, "You better not throw up in my car or get sick." Defendant Helena mentioned having two partners as backup who were bounty hunters. Plaintiffs were familiar with defendant Helena as she filed a lawsuit against superstar Michael Jackson in 2005 and filed a creditor's claim against the Jackson estate upon his untimely demise in 2009. Nigga, wait, we not gonna just slide past the part where Jaguar is just in the car. The fuck is Jaguar Wright doing in the car? You know, obviously, allegedly. Now all of a sudden Jaguar was there. And you remember her was like, ain't this the bitch that filed a lawsuit against Michael Jackson?
Not the cap.
Plaintiffs were familiar with defendant Helena from her previous Michael Jackson lawsuits and had previously met with defendant at her home in West Hollywood to determine the credibility of her claims and if they were similar in nature to plaintiffs. Plaintiffs had reported defendant Helena multiple times to the LA NOC FBI field offices for her role in the crime syndicate and defendants Pelletier, Valdez, and other individuals. Plaintiffs attempted to make conversation with defendant Helena in which she admitted she was the same person who plaintiffs had met previously. Defendant Jaguar aggravated stated, quote, "You let them know who you are? That's really great." End quote. What? Plaintiffs noticed defendants had large brown bags and manila envelopes full of cash that was banded. It appeared that they were separating the large sums of cash to distribute as they were placing cash into the manila envelopes. Defendant Jaguar discussed with defendant Helena how the parties started the first black-owned network. What? Upon information believed, plaintiffs believed that network to be Revolt TV. Defendant Jaguar and defendant Helena discussed the other co-conspirators but referred to them by their middle names. Natasha, KK, Pedro, that's Gonzalez, Lyra, Valdez, Cornelius, Odell, and Larry, shortened for Lawrence, Pelletier. When defendant Jaguar said Cornelius, it upset defendant Helena, who said that defendants Odell and Druski were her clients and nothing better happened to them, and plaintiffs better not say anything about them or she would have plaintiffs killed. Defendant Jaguar then told plaintiffs they were being taken to meet John. Plaintiffs now know that was referring to defendant Diddy. Wait. Time out. Wait, time out. Time the fuck out. Time out. Jaguar Wright's working with Diddy? This has all got to be a lie, right? Now, how much of this story is true? I don't fucking know. I don't like the smell of it. Is it plausible that Jaguar Wright works for Diddy? Extremely. Just like it wouldn't surprise me it wouldn't surprise me if Gene Deal was still working for Diddy right now. Gene Deal, Jag Wright, all they do is cause confusion. They got all these stories but won't call the police. When defendants arrived with plaintiffs at the Loma Vista location, it appeared as they were waiting and coordinating for others to arrive. A large sedan arrived and plaintiffs were placed in the back with defendant Valdez. Defendant Pelletier was driving. Plaintiffs then arrived at a short driveway curb. Plaintiff remembers looking for intersecting street sign at this location and found blank, a dead-end street off of Loma Vista Drive. Plaintiff John Doe repeated the name to the street to himself so he remembered and was able to whisper it to Jane Doe's ear to remember the intersecting street name. Plaintiffs believes this was the home they would be murdered in and tried to devise a plan for escape. Plaintiffs were brought into the house and into the kitchen where they were watched by defendant Gonzalez. Plaintiffs repeated their plan or their pleas to defendant Gonzalez to be released and for mercy, which he replied, quote, "There's nothing I can do," end quote. Plaintiffs could hear other people inside the home and tried to listen to understand what was happening, which included a woman's scream. Eventually, plaintiffs were led deeper into the home where they encountered more individuals, including defendant Diddy. Plaintiffs observed several individuals gathered around a bed while defendants Gonzalez and Valdez stood outer guard. Plaintiffs observed defendants Jaguar and Helena enter the residence. Defendant Jaguar told plaintiffs, quote, "He wants something you have. If I were you, I'd figure out what it is really fast," end quote. The quote, he, end quote, defendant was referring to is believed to be defendant Diddy. Shortly after defendant Druski appearing wearing a vest and shorts, and he engaged in conversation with plaintiffs. Plaintiffs tried to appeal to defendant by talking about the music industry, and defendant instructed plaintiffs that they should cooperate. Plaintiffs described what they observed during the assault of plaintiff Parham after this interaction with defendant Druski. Plaintiffs observed plaintiff Parham having an IUD forcibly placed in her vagina by the... What? What? Druski. Hold on, Druski. This is like Jackie Brown. This is like Jackie Brown now. What the fuck? So these two mystery people kidnapped and brought to witness the rape. Allegedly.
I'm losing my motherfucking mind, man.
I don't even know what to say. This gotta be fake, right? Plaintiffs heard defendant KK make a remark about how plaintiff Jane Doe would not need an IUD because of her age. What? While hearing plaintiff Parham scream in agony during the forced IUD insertion, plaintiff Jane Doe yelled, "Stop hurting her." Oh, wow. Plaintiffs observed defendant Shane place a pillow over plaintiff Parham's face, suffocating her, and plaintiff Jane Doe yelled for them to stop or that she would die. There's witnesses, bro. Alleged witnesses. Plaintiff Jane Doe believes plaintiff Parham did lose consciousness because she became lip and unresponsive. Defendant Diddy instructed defendant Valdez to shut her up, and defendant Valdez hit plaintiff Jane Doe with the handle of his firearm. Plaintiff John Doe witnessed plaintiff Parham being assaulted by the remote And when he tried to say something, plaintiff was told to shut up or they would put the remote in him next. Shutting up. Plaintiff John Doe believes he heard defendant Jaguar make remarks. Put that remote in her. Wait.
Bitch, are you for real?
For those of y'all that's been following this Diddy shit for years, even before he got locked up, right? Tell the truth. I want you to explain to me. Why this person is including Jag. I thought Jaguar hated Diddy. What is this? Jaguar, you were there cheering it on allegedly? That's crazy. That's what I'm like. Either this person is really lying or this person is really telling the truth. There's really no in between. And now this person's like, well, I know this shit sound crazy, but I got two witnesses. And these motherfuckers like, yeah, I saw the bitch passing out. I saw when they tried to put the IUD in her, the remote. Quote, she gonna learn today. End quote. And telling plaintiff Parham that she was, quote, going to make it worse, end quote. Plaintiffs believe the remote assault was to punish plaintiff Parham for the IUD failure. Plaintiffs heard defendant KK remark to defendants Diddy and Druski that she needed to keep them sufficiently drugged and revealed a bag full of drugs and paraphernalia. Defendant KK appeared to be dispersing doses to defendants, asking them their weights to administer the proper amount. At some point, plaintiff John Doe was taken to the bathroom. While in the bathroom, he believed there may have been other tenants and began to bang on the walls, hoping someone would hear him, but the only person who heard him was defendant Valdez and Gonzalez, who were outside keeping watch. Upon plaintiff John Doe's return, he saw defendant Odell. Plaintiff John Doe took immediate notice of defendant Odell because when he took his clothes off, plaintiff remembers defendant being in great shape.
Oh, nigga, you gay.
Especially in comparison to the naked bodies of defendants Diddy and Druski.
You are watching When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong.
I mean, you want to talk about three body types. You got an Odell Beckham body type, a Druski body type, and a Diddy body type all naked in the room. Plaintiff John Doe overheard defendant Diddy and Odell discussing business and the plan to have plaintiff Parham return to New York, and defendant Odell, plaintiff John Doe, could not readily observe where plaintiff Jane Doe was during this time. While during this time where plaintiff Jane Doe was out of the sight of plaintiff John Doe, plaintiff Jane Doe was being sexually assaulted by defendant Valdez in another room. Plaintiff John Doe witnessed the gang rape of plaintiff Parham. Plaintiff Jane Doe witnessed the gang rape of plaintiff Parham. Plaintiff John Doe witnessed defendant Druski douse plaintiff Parham in baby oil and then jumped and slid across her body. And nigga, I'm trying to, like, was it like how he did on that car? Never mind. I don't even want to even. Plaintiff John Doe observed defendants Diddy and Druski maniacally and hysterically laughing, which plaintiff attributed to their drug use. Defendant Diddy then attempted to force plaintiff John Doe to also assault plaintiff Parham, and he refused. Defendant Diddy instructed defendant co-conspirators to throw plaintiff John Doe into the wall several times in order to get him to comply with his demand to rape plaintiff Parham, which he would not comply. Defendant Diddy instructed defendant co-conspirators to yank, grab, and pull at plaintiff John Doe's genitals violently in an effort to punish him for not participating in the gang rape of plaintiff Parham. This has to all be a lie, right? Plaintiff John Doe remembers defendant Big Homie CC saying he was going to look for pliers to use to further torture plaintiff. Plaintiff John Doe believes defendant Diddy wanted plaintiff to rape plaintiff Parham so they could frame him in the event plaintiff Parham reported her assault. In an effort to get DNA from plaintiff John Doe to place on plaintiff Parham, defendant Diddy had one of the defendant co-conspirators orally copulate plaintiff John Doe to get semen from him, but it failed. Plaintiff Jane Doe observed defendant KK return to the room to check on plaintiff Parham and provided her an IV telling her to breathe deeply. Plaintiff John Doe watched plaintiff Parham lose consciousness. At some point, plaintiff Jane Doe returns after defendants Diddy, Shane, Druski, Odell, KK, and others leave the home and retire to either the backyard or to the upstairs patio. Plaintiffs were left alone and unattended with an unconscious plaintiff Parham. Plaintiffs were crying after observing the assault upon plaintiff Parham and began to realize this was their next chance to devise a plan for escape. Plaintiffs began looking for weapons and exit points to make their escape. Plaintiffs could not find any phones or any weapons, like knives in the kitchen, as it appeared all the cutlery and silverware had been removed from the home. Plaintiffs were trying to act quickly while the defendants left them unattended and were outside smoking, drinking, and loudly laughing as if having a party. Plaintiffs observed others outside believed to be defendant Diddy's sons, Christian and Quincy. Plaintiffs observed them roughhousing and practicing layup basketball moves. Plaintiffs heard defendant Diddy tell his sons to watch the gate and make sure no one left. Plaintiffs observed defendant Gonzalez outside the front door, where the front door was barricaded by yellow crime scene like tape. The door was locked. The door lock was unusual because it was facing backwards, needing the key to exit. Fearing no way to escape, plaintiff Jane Doe mentioned to plaintiff John Doe that she overheard them say, quote, "Put it on top of the refrigerator," end quote, and instructed plaintiff John Doe to check to see if there was anything on top of the refrigerator. Plaintiff John Doe found a knife on top of the refrigerator in the kitchen. Plaintiffs then heard ramblings from the room plaintiff Parham was in and went to check on her and to stop her from making too much noise that could thwart their escape plan. Plaintiffs told plaintiff Parham they, quote, weren't going to hurt her, end quote, and that they were, quote, here to help, end quote. Plaintiff Parham, just now coming into consciousness and being horrifically gang raped, was upset, terrified, and unsure if plaintiffs were trying to help her or were also co-conspirators. Plaintiffs eventually were able to get plaintiff Parham to calm down and listen to their escape plan. Plaintiffs told plaintiff Parham they could not find an exit to escape and needed her to help escape, otherwise they would all be killed. Plaintiff Parham, after experiencing her ordeal with defendants, believed plaintiffs and agreed to help in an escape. Plaintiffs told plaintiff Parham they had found a knife and that her assailants were in the backyard, which was believed to be the best exit for escape. Plaintiff Parham then exited the home with the knife concealed to the backyard. So they gave her the knife? Yeah, that makes sense. Shortly thereafter, defendant KK returned and took plaintiff Jane Doe to the balcony, leaving plaintiff John Doe alone in the residence. Plaintiffs believed defendant KK did not check the residence because she believed plaintiff Parham was still unconscious. While on the balcony, defendant KK demanded plaintiff Jane Doe sign documents. When plaintiff refused, defendant yelled to at least 2 Doe bodyguards. Plaintiff would not sign and asked them to assist. What was these papers? You don't know what the papers were at all. Plaintiffs believed the documents were related to creditor claims plaintiffs had against the Michael Jackson estate. During this interaction, parties hear a gunshot, which causes everyone to run towards the backyard where the shot came from. Plaintiff John Doe was left alone and unattended and was able to reach the stairs where he saw plaintiff Parham with the knife, looking as if she was about to stab defendant Diddy, and he yelled out, "Do it, stab him."
You're watching When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong.
Good night, Hound Dog. Do it, stab him. But he saw plaintiff Parham hesitate. Plaintiff John Doe observed defendant Diddy push plaintiff Parham down at the bottom of the stairs, and plaintiff John Doe believes he assisted her up. Plaintiffs were briefly then reunited, and plaintiff John Doe told plaintiff Jane Doe now was their opportunity to escape. Following plaintiff Parham, plaintiffs ran out the back gate onto the street and in the opposite direction of plaintiff Parham. Plaintiffs arrived at the house next door to the residence and banged on the door and yelled for help. The wife came out and said that she and her husband couldn't help. Plaintiffs found the exchange bizarre and could not understand why they would not help or call 911. Plaintiffs were able to then try to hide until they saw an officer report to the location, where they attempted to speak with the officer. Before plaintiffs were able to speak to the local officer, defendant Pelletier appeared and instructed plaintiffs from speaking to the responding officer, telling the responding officer a federal investigation was going on and not to interfere. Defendant Pelletier told the officer to turn off his body camera. Defendant Pelletier told the officer he was working on a case for drug trafficking and had the house under surveillance and will report later to the local precinct. Defendant Pelletier referred to plaintiffs and plaintiff Parham as suspects and said they were homeless. When plaintiffs tried to refute these statements by defendant Pelletier, they were threatened and told to shut up and remain quiet. Defendant Gonzalez then transports and removes plaintiffs from the interaction with the defendant Pelletier and the responding officer. Defendant Gonzalez... Hold on, where'd it go? Defendant Gonzalez then transports and removes plaintiffs from the interaction with defendant Pelletier and the responding officer. Defendant Gonzalez placed plaintiffs in another vehicle, which was hard to see due to the darkness. Plaintiff Jane Doe pleaded with defendant Gonzalez to let them go and that she would not tell. In a last-ditch effort, plaintiff told defendant she overheard defendants Jaguar and Helena say they were not going to pay him and that there was not enough money for him. Unbeknownst to plaintiffs, defendant Jaguar and Helena were in a nearby vehicle. Defendant Gonzalez exited the vehicle and went to the vehicle with defendants Jaguar and Helena and confronted them about what plaintiff Jane Doe said. Defendant Gonzalez returned to the vehicle where plaintiffs were being held, seemingly confirming what plaintiff Jane Doe said, because plaintiffs heard him using the Spanish term "mayete," which is often used as a slur towards black people. Fucking niggers. Defendant Gonzalez then walked plaintiffs to a nearby street where the SUV was parked and gave plaintiffs the keys to the vehicle and released them. What? Plaintiffs then arrived at Blank, the main road that leads to the I-24 freeway, and asked another commuter the nearest police station, as plaintiffs did not have any phones and their vehicle did not have GPS. They were given instructions, they were closed, and how to proceed to police station. Plaintiffs arrived at the police station at 22 Orinda Way, Orinda, California, 94563. Plaintiff John Doe walked into the police station with the intention of filing a police report, but remember overhearing conversation from the defendants during their transport. When defendants believed he could not hear them, that if plaintiffs ever reported the incident, they would be deemed crazy and non-believable. Plaintiff John Doe was also concerned about the exchange with the responding officer on the scene and how he refused to listen to his pleas then. Plaintiff John Doe then only briefly spoke to someone at the front desk about filing a report and took a business card. Sammy, what's happening? This is a bit much, bro. I want to believe y'all, but this sounds like another fucking Ariel Mitchell special. I want to believe you niggas. I really do. But Ariel is a fucking liar. Why Jaguar write with Diddy? Cause like, here's the thing. You ain't even gotta prove you was raped. If you could just prove that Jag was running around vouching for Diddy in any way, Jag's career is over. Everybody knows this. Her career is over. If she can just prove that she be hanging with Diddy in any of this modern era, her career is over. Yeah, it sounds like one of the coldest movies on Tubi right now. Because it's got that Jackie Brown vibe where it's two stories being told, but all leading to the exact same point, regardless of when they shown. Like, this is a bit much, bro. This just kind of feels like you heard that Diddy, you found out that Diddy, Odell Beckham, and Druski was hanging together. Because here's the thing is, you told me they trying to get y'all to sign papers. What papers are they trying to get y'all to sign? Make it make sense, bro. What papers were they trying to get you to sign? You know, you just don't want to tell us. Because let's say I believe you. Let's say I believe y'all's story. Then I know you hiding that shit for a reason. Why? Why are you hiding that? I mean, Drewski's definitely involved in some shit he shouldn't be, because you don't get to that point without. All right, man, whatever. I'm hating. It's just because he's really funny. He was so funny that every rap mogul wanted to do business with him. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Do I think this is enough to even remotely slow Druski down? Absolutely not. See, when you have a story like this that kind of has it sounding this level of unbelievable, well, you're going to have to be able to prove some of the shit. It's not that I can't believe this type. I'm not one of them type of people where you're going to show me all the proof of this shit and I'm going to be like, but it's Diddy. Nah, this ain't that situation. Nah, nigga, I just want you to show me some proof, because this story's a little outlandish for me to just believe on his face. I'm going to just keep that shit a stack. Oh, I believe that. I believe that. The reason I won't go ahead and shut all the possibilities out is because motherfucker got two witnesses, bro. But how the two witnesses get there is craziness. They said it was because of that Michael Jackson shit, but I think it might have been something else. Either way, this is not going to slow Druski down. This doesn't do anything to Odell Beckham. This don't do shit to Diddy. It's a news story at this juncture, and I just got me honestly, the biggest thing, if I would say anything that makes me not believe it, is Orioles involved. And I'm not, that's not a joke. Do you see me laughing, nigga? Orioles involved. That shit makes it go left for me. Do you believe it? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Hit the like button. hit the PayPal Cash App so we can hit the $20 goal. If we can hit the $20 goal every day this week, that will be perfect. So let's get that goal started off correctly this week. Or shit, don't. You know what I mean? I already didn't announce it enough anyway. But I got to figure, well, as soon as I get my life all the way back, I will be making a new intro and whatnot. It's just tough, bro. It's tough. I need my helpmate. She's the greatest in the world. She ain't with me. So. I will say this. I do believe that it's possible that some of this stuff is true, but I think some of it goes left in the storytelling for one or two reasons personally. I think either people are hiding certain shit that would make them look bad, or Ario told them to do it. Because there's certain elements to this shit that be sounding real believable. And then there's certain elements where it's like all of a sudden it gets exaggerated sounding. I hope that makes sense. Some portions sound believable. They're not exaggerated. They sound very plausible. Whether or not I believe it actually happened, it at least sounds plausible. Then all of a sudden the story will make these left turns where it's like, what? No. What? No. What? No. Nigga, don't you know Shay Jr. stayed up till midnight last night? I can't even tell Christy, nigga. I can't even tell her about that shit till she get home. I told her he was up late, but I ain't tell her why. That nigga wanted his motherfucking mama last night, nigga. And then, because he was in there and I was just like, I started getting ready for work. Or no, I was off last night. So I wasn't getting ready for work. I'm going to bed. Like, so I laid down, like after shit, I had been laying down. Like I took a bath, everything, laid down. And then I went to go like, all right, now I'm going to deep sleep. I had already been laying down, chilling, going to sleep. I hear this motherfucker. I'm like, is that him? I go in there, bro. This nigga talking about his mama, nigga. So I had to convince him that when mommy come home, we gonna get tacos. And he was with it. Sandy in the cut one time, we breaking them out. That nigga's been wearing me thin, bro. Then he didn't take no nap today, but he went to bed on time today. He went to bed so on time today that I took a nap before work. KS in the cut one time, we breaking them out. Shout out to KS. It was, it played off good today. It played off good today. I took a nap before work. So now, when I get off of here and get this little bit of rest, because it's 2 now. I got to be up at 7:30. This is what it's been for the last week plus. I'll be up at 7:30. And then it ain't a situation where it's like, oh, I just got to take her to school and I can come back. Oh, no. I take her to school and then I clock in the work. Yeah, that's how he be, Trending. What's happening? That's how he be. I'm awake now. A nigga love asking me for 3 minutes. Can I get 3 minutes, Dad? 3 minutes? Like, you know what 3 minutes is. But my wife should be home soon. Soon. So we going wait until then. This shit is exhausting, bro. And not like it's just that I can't go to sleep. Like I can chill. Like there's moments where I can chill, you know, but I can't go to sleep. Chilling is one thing. I can't go to sleep. That's why I'm smoking my last blunt of the day with y'all. I only get my reefer in when I'm on here with y'all. Motherfucker sleep. I get one in during that time. Shit. He been good. A little off today, if you will. Well, it's because he was up late as shit and didn't have to get up and still take his sister to school. And then he skipped his nap for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck? He was just in his bed, just laying there, talking to his animals. Man, I just can't wait till you get to the age, because it was cool. Like when my daughter got to the age of like 5, you know, I could turn like a movie on and I can get a light little 90-minute nap because she'll just sit there and watch the movie. You know what I mean? You know, like a pitch. Like with him, he just ain't there with no level of calm yet. But me and Christy's yin yang schedule was perfect for taking care of this motherfucker. Now she outro. Not pinwheel. Yeah, I ain't never been that type of motherfucker. Like I can, you know, I understand the daytime, like because Christy be up and shit moving around the day, and like she don't have to be in total silence. Like I ain't one of those don't come in the room, all that shit. Like I ain't even like that. I don't like getting abruptly woken up, but it ain't like everything abruptly wakes me up. It's like if he starts screaming or something, that might wake me up. I'm like, hey man, I'll broadcast from the room. Hey man, be quiet before I come out there, whoop your ass. What you out there screaming for? Lady in the cup one time, we breaking them out. That shit be over. I come home after dropping my daughter off at school. I come home, I'm just like, and we're off. I can't wait till I'm like pressing to get to noon just so I can shut my eye for an hour. Watch some TV with her, hang with her, fix on some breakfast and lunch, you know what I mean? Nah, lady, you good. We all to the good. I'm getting ready to retire here shortly. And Jag, this is bad for you. Like, I'm trying to understand, like, And then, have you ever noticed that Druski and Odell Beckham have the same hairstyle? At least at one point, both had that black beard with the blonde top. Oh, Ari does help. She got to be here to help. She ain't here today. Like, she help. It ain't even like I don't need help. I just need to be able to go to sleep. I don't have time to go to sleep. I got shit to do all day. Because certain shit with work that has to be done behind the scenes or whatever, like I don't have time to do this shit. And then just I have to do the grocery shopping, all the grocery shopping. I have to do all just everything. Which is not like I can't. It's just that the way that it popped off, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker been playing catch up. But I'm basically caught up. That's cleaning up today and shit like that. Well, more organizing than anything. Getting shit reorganized. So it's like now, like, okay, for example, like, so Christy, he will go to bed because she got to get up she's the one that normally take football to school. Cool. She take football to school and but the difference is okay, so when she put him down at 8 to 8:30, she's in bed, sleep by 10 most nights. If it's a late night for her, she's in bed by 11. Nigga, I gotta clock in. That's where it all go left. The day be cool, and then all of a sudden I'm like, shit, I gotta go to work in like 2 hours. Fuck. That's why last night was sweet. I got to just unplug. Mother-in-law's doing better. I won't say well yet, but she is on the road to recovery. Thank God for that. Shit, I ain't special. I don't get no pat on the back. I want to go harder. That's what I've been trying to do every day is go just a tad bit harder. Tomorrow I'll do some laundry and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, if I'm too tired, I just won't come to work. You see what I'm saying? Like if I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so gassed, I just won't come to work. It has to be like, for example, this situation, what I had to read on tonight's show, if I was tired, I'd have fought through it. Because, this paperwork out, gotta read this paperwork. But if it's anything less than and even then, if I felt like I couldn't stay awake, I wouldn't have came in. So I got several shit. Ain't no PTO, paid time off. I don't get that. That's not a thing. Paid time off is not a thing. But like I said, it's shit could be worse. Shit could be worse. So I don't want it to come across as a complaint. I'm just like, I don't want to give single parents props, but I understand why they be feeling like they do. Like, nigga, this is an example why you make sure to not have kids and make sure you have your fucking girl and stay with her. And I don't have the type of job where he can just run around with me. Like, I could do a stream or two in a day with him around, but it's going to be of the most casual nature. You see what I'm saying? She got a job where she sit on her laptop, and this is not no slight, but we are blessed that she has the type of job where he can just, like, I can get some sleep and he can just be running around with her. We are definitely blessed for her job setup. Most people had to like quit their jobs for this type of shit, and she didn't. And, you know, I'm just glad she's getting some rest, starting to eat a little more and whatnot. So I'm very happy for that. We miss her like a motherfucker, but God is in control. Like I told y'all from the beginning, and I have not let up from that. And you've seen that I was correct. I'm just thankful. I'm just thankful. Because I only got to do this for like 2 weeks. Some people got to do this. This is life. This is life. I just got to do it for a couple more days. Then I get my helpmate back. Oh, fuck on that. There is no halves to us. It's just us. There's no half. It's just us. But then again, I'm probably lying. Say goodnight to you, boy. V12, welcome. Goodbye. I'm getting the fuck down the road. I ain't gonna put nothing else with this video. No need. KS Dub, Brianna, Janice, Trending, Cooley Ray, Mob, Scott Johnson. I mean, look. I know that these niggas have time and opportunity. And I know that sometimes it can sound like a movie, but just because it sounds like a movie don't mean that it's true as well. Like I need more. That's it. I just need more. Because I know what these niggas are capable of. And the main reason why I need more, and I won't just say I fully don't believe this shit, is because I just feel like it feels believable, but certain parts it seems like it gets exaggerating. It's like, well, who did that? And it's like, I know who her lawyer is, so. P-Love, Sandy, DJ, Lennox, Joy, Kendra, Donis. Well, looks like I'm just getting off as well. And I'm gonna go lay her down. That little nigga got me doing extra time on my voice, though. I can feel it some days. I'm like, get him drink me some lemon water, calm my throat down because of this nigga. Come back. Come over here. Don't do that. Stop. Sit down. Bro. Josu. Maybe that's what it is, P-Love, but at least during this time change for me, it was just like, I just been getting my ass kicked the whole time. I can't really say I felt the time change yet because I haven't had no time. The clocks are changed in the house, and yet I still have no time. But then again, I'm probably lying. Y'all have a good one, bro. I know I will.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Our pro got nerfed 4 times. Proclaim max difficulty. What did he do in his previous life? Pick a struggle, brother. Final boss of having 0 rights. Imagine if he was Ginger Disney's new project. Got cooked both fries. He ain't wonder of the world. Bro can get any job. Netflix wants to know his location. What did bro do to God? Definition of getting nerfed. 7 in 1 nod. Human combo X5. He's gonna write the easiest college application letter of all time. collecting them like the infinity stones. Pros disability maxing. Walking target, I hope I'm not applying to the same college I said. Just pick one, bro, the definition of the 9 deadly sins. Fat red ticker bro's got a PhD in attention manufacturing. Bro is the next live action Rapunzel 5-in-1 product. Bet bro's also French when you select all of the above. Shut it up. Shut it.
Hate that you said he wasn't a top 10 quarterback? Hate that you said he couldn't throw the ball? Hate that he got over when push came to shove? Hate that he always say the right thing?
Money is nice, championships are better.
Hate that in your all-knowing, armchair wisdom, you were sure he'd come up short. Hate that you got it wrong?
Fly Eagles fly.
Y'all bitches always
Peace
worried
out,
about what
Buckhorse.
they doing, who they fucking, what they got going on. Worry about.
I sat there and watched your ass eat a whole meal for $5. You had a fucking box of pizza, a slab of ribs with a side of large fries, but ain't offered me shit though. After I just got you from the hospital last night. Oh, that shit ain't scare you, huh? But you just want to keep stuffing shit down your mouth.
I just want to go back.
You want somebody to feel sorry, but you keep eating. Honey buns and shit under your bed. Yeah, I saw you last night trying to sneak them under there. I don't know how you got down, but I saw you.
Where?
Where? What the fuck you mean where? Oh, your big ass wanna place you out. All right. Tell me what the fuck this is then right here. Honey buns and shit. Oatmeal cream pie. What else you got under this motherfucker? Twinkies and shit.
Stop yelling at me.
Stop yelling at you. Your kids we in this bitch hungry. They eat shit. And you say, all right. No, I ain't shit up.
I just want to go back.
Hey, baby. Me and the kids about to go to Burger King. You want something?
Y'all see it. Yep. That's what it is. Best hands in the world. Y'all be playing with me. Come taste it yourself. See all that butter? Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad about the cookbook. A little bit more. A little bit more.
And this is why big backing is an epidemic. This is why big backing is an epidemic. I had to take a shot of insulin. Get some insulin from somebody else to finish watching this video. Y'all swear y'all be cooking. You got a whole 40-pound bag of sugar on 3 pans of yams. Talking about you see it. We see it. We see diabetes. We see gout, cavities in all teeth, hypertension, headaches, limb amputations, the big arm disease. I don't know what they call it, but just big arms. And if you can spread sugar like that, it's too much. Talking about it in a little bit more. That's enough. Jesus said that was enough. It's more than enough. It's abundant. You cooking up disease at this point. I wouldn't eat them yams with somebody else's mouth. We gotta do better. We gotta stop this mess.
Bars. Keep your faith in him. Do that.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
what's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside?
Don't ski.
These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve LeVois. It's okay, I have babe in here, right?
set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I could be for you. 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 You got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding
Good night,
you
Kendra.
is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with. I'm from the streets, bitch. What I could be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
Crushed it. God is great. Devil, get behind me. It's just that simple. Leave me the fuck alone. God, handle that for me, please.
Guys, I gotta go.
You got it,
I don't want
Jess.
to hurt myself.
You got a pee? It's all right.
No,
You
you
got
gotta
it, Jess.
go. You gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay.
You
Just
good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
pull
side.
on your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You got it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep. Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go and turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay. Have fun.
I've never even heard of him.
I'm petty.
And sleepy.